Do you believe in life after beliefs?
Do your beliefs make you feel strong and confident, or do they make you blind? Do you hold on to beliefs to know who you are, or just to stay on the tribe? I'm not here to change your mind on anything, but here's the truth. We have a problem with beliefs. Number one, the problem with conviction. Conviction sounds noble. We admire people who stick to their principles, who never bend, who stand firm. But conviction can also be blindness. Once you grip to a belief tightly, you stop seeing around it. Belief stops being something you use, it starts being something that uses you. Look around. Political tribes define themselves by what they refuse to question. Religious groups split over dogma that no one can prove. Whole identities are built on being certain. The more certain you are, the more brittle you become. As being wrong is not fatal, but being rigid can be. But if strong beliefs are not that good, then what are they doing for us? Number two, anchors that become cages. We hold beliefs because they feel like anchors. They give us stability. They tell us who we are, in a way. But an anchor can also keep you from moving, obviously. Let's talk about the flat earth, for example. I believe the earth is round. Not because I have personally run experiments, but because the consensus tells me so. Not me, the consensus of people who are responsible for that information matches what I see. Well, you know, when I look at a horizon or when I look at a map or pictures, that's what I see. But it seems reasonable. This belief is not central to my life. If scientists prove tomorrow that Earth is flat, I would update my belief. It would not break me. It does not run my daily chores, my daily choices. It does not affect me whatsoever. Earth is round belief is a loose belief. I'm willing to change it, but not through a conspiracy arc. So I'll just keep it around. But it does not cage me, and it does not make me. Now compare people whose whole identity is tied to the earth being flat. For them, letting go is impossible because the belief has already taken ownership of them. They do not hold the belief is holding them. When one flat earther got paid to travel to the South Pole,
It was the North Pole, Antonio.
to see for himself, he changed his mind. He accepted that the earth was round, but the rest of the community could not cope. Instead of following the evidence, they doubled down. They convinced themselves that the conspiracy was even bigger, even darker, and even more secretive than before. They got their friend. They got him. He turned against them. That is just one belief. We have many more that we can count. 3, the carousel of beliefs. We like to imagine our beliefs as solid, like a constitution written in stone, but reality is they are closer to a carousel just spinning us around and around and around, shifting and repeating and just making us a little bit dizzy and a little bit tense, holding on to them. See, this carousel of beliefs is how media spins us, outrageous spins us, always moving and always dizzying. Unlike media stories, which come and go, beliefs stick with us. They are the poles we grip on the ride. And the tighter we grip, the less we notice that the ride itself never stops. So all of this belief system and news cycles are chaotic, disorganized, and if you squint and look for all of your beliefs together, you will see more contradictions than the ones you are willing to admit to yourself. Like sons of immigrants who vote for anti-immigrant lawmakers, like women who campaign for less women's rights, or homophobic homosexuals. So what happens if you loosen that grip that you had on a belief? You can still ride, you can still hold on to one horse when you need to, while staying aware of the other beliefs that are around you. You don't need to be clinging to all of them at once. And if that horse no longer serves you, you can let go and move on to the next horse. This horse is not who you are, it's just where you are right now. And all of our beliefs shouldn't be who we are, it should be just where we are right now. But why is it so tempting to grip so tightly and to get swept away by this overwhelming carousel of beliefs. Number 4, the temptation of certainty. Religions talk about temptation. It usually has to do more with sex, but rarely it's about certainty. But certainty has its own temptation. The temptation to believe you are right, to believe you are safe, to believe you know. We love certainty because it feels like power, but it's a false power because it makes us rigid, it makes us predictable, and it makes us vulnerable to anyone who knows which buttons to press. This is the hard truth. Beliefs are easy and values are hard. You can believe all day that the earth is flat or that the earth is round, but the deeper question is, what do you value? Do you value science, or do you value open inquiry, or do you value questioning all institutions every day, all day?
Every day, all day, Antonio.
That is the ground you can stand on when your beliefs are challenged. Imagine being stuck in a room of flat earthers armed with arguments you cannot refuse on the spot. You can still stand firm by saying, I do not know how to argue this. This is not my battle. But I choose to stay with the scientific community. Is that blind faith? No, it's alignment with our values. That is the key. Strong values, loose beliefs. Strong values, loose beliefs. And that is the shift. Once you hold beliefs loosely, they stop weighing you down. Life itself becomes lighter, which brings us to the next point. Point number 5, loose beliefs, lighter lives. So what is the alternative? Holding beliefs loosely, not discard them, not floating aimlessly with not believing in anything. Just hold them as tools for right now, not as prisons. You can believe in democracy and still admit it has flaws. You can still believe in science and admit that it will change. You can believe in your own values and still admit you might be wrong. This is not for the weak-minded. Walking through life with certainty is not easy. The chaotic nature of the world is not easy. And knowing there is too many things happening for us to wrap our heads around is difficult to accept. It is easier to cling to a conspiracy theory that explains it all. It is more confronting to shrink your life into a 4x6 picture frame that says live life low. It is harder to accept that you don't know. It is humbling and it's scary because suddenly the world is bigger than our little shoulders can carry. But if you can do it, and if you can hold beliefs loosely, then life itself becomes way lighter. And this is not weakness, this is flexibility, I guess. Beliefs makes us lighter. It gives us space to learn, space to grow, space to update. They also makes us harder to manipulate because we're not clinging for a dear life for any single certainty for any side. Let's close this. So here's the choice. You can grip your beliefs until they grip you back, or you can hold them lightly, ready to change where life demands it. Because if media tells us what to feel, our beliefs decides whether we listen. The real question is not whether we hold them, but whether if they hold us. And I will leave you with this. Which of your beliefs feels right and which ones feel heavy? That might be the ones that are worth loosening. So maybe the heaviest thing you carry is not the truth, but it's your certainty. Thank you for watching.
Okay, bye-bye.